DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
What is up, everybody? This is your homeboy, MisterChunkah here. Today is the day I am bringing you guys the Warframe Introduction video. I mean, I know I've brought you guys several gameplays of Warframe, but today I'm going to be bringing you guys a little bit of an introduction, just tell you what it's about, give you guys a little taste and a little understanding of what the game's about. I'm not going to go on too in depth and everything. I'm just going to go to more of the cut to the chase type of style. I'm gonna give you guys the key things you should know. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know this and you have to do that to get this. No, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like, these are what they do and this is what this does. Done. That kind of cut to the chase. As you can see, you can't really see my Warframe right now. This is not something I did on purpose. It's glitched. It just glitched as I got back in doing a mission with my friend and a couple others as well. But yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So, first off, this game's called Warframe, as I specified several times in several videos and streams. And basically, your key in this game is kind of like Destiny, I guess. In fact, Destiny is more of a level up your guns, will upgrade them and play with them type of game. And I mean, they're both open world games, so don't try and say I'm trying to change it up or anything. No, they're both open world games. But Warframe, you can level up several weapons and things. So first, I'm going to take you through my arsenal. But before we go to the arsenal, where I'm sitting right now, this location that I'm in is called Ordis. It's your beginner ship. Well, I mean, it's the ship that you get. You can't really get rid of it. It's the ship that's given to you at the beginning of the game. Or you can call it the Cephalon if you want to call it. Anyways, here's the arsenal. Yeah, it's still glitched out. It doesn't show my Warframe, but you can see those little blue, I guess you could say, those blue hovering lights. I guess that surrounds my Warframe, so you kind of know where he is. But anyways, there are different subheadings and subtitles in this arsenal. Different things you can look at. The revives you get. So when you go down, you get about 4 revives a day. You use all 4 revives up. Yes, you can buy more. I believe it's for 12 platinum each, I think. But I'm not really sure about that. But if you use all 4 revives up every day, depending on the day that you start playing, well, I'm not really playing, but the day you download it on, that exact time, that's where your reset's gonna be. So if it's 2 in the morning, you have to wait till 2 in the morning for your reset. If it's 5 o'clock at night, you have to wait till 5 o'clock at night for your reset. Mine is 3:39 in the afternoon. So that's my reset, 3:39 in the afternoon. But overall, the arsenal is just basically like a huge inventory. It's kind of like your vault in Destiny, but it holds only a certain amount of Warframes and, I guess, weapon slots, unless you're considering buy more with platinum or just waiting it out and just dealing with what you got already. As you can see, I have a couple primaries, you know, a couple secondaries. Actually, I haven't used this spare yet. I just got that as we've been speaking. And my orthos with my Galaxy and my melees. Now, I'm not going to go into stats or anything with them, but out of all 3 Warframes I got right now, Zephyr, Rhino, and Nixie Prime, Nixie Prime is my favorite. Not just because she's Prime, but it's just the abilities that she has. So if I look over here, these are her abilities. I'll give you guys a second to look, just in case you guys want to read them. It's a good time to pause the video if you want to read them as well. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Alright. We're going to move on here. Now, I know most people would be explaining currency in this game, and I'm going to explain it to you guys right now. Currency in this game, as you can see in the top left corner, you see those 3 little squares stacked up on one another, and then beside it, you see a little symbol, and it says 0 beside it. The little symbol was 0 beside it, that's your platinum. I used my platinum up already, and I've bought several hundreds of platinum as well. Platinum is the currency that you actually have to buy with money. Now, credits are the symbol with the 3 little squares on it, with the 1,209,293 credits. Those are your credits, obviously, like I just stated. that's your in-game task. That task you can earn from doing missions or practically almost anything you do. And well, that's within the game world that other players can enter to and team up with, not PvP or anything like that, which doesn't have a big factor in this game like it does in Destiny. But there's also two versions of several guns, a normal version and a prime version. Not every gun has a prime version. The normal version is good. It's great. You can level up your guns and anything in this game up to level 30. Once you level up to there, boom, done, max it out. And that's basically the gun. But you can also go to a place here, as I'll show you guys right now, in navigation, called, well, first off, Void. You can play any of these towers, and don't get me wrong, these aren't all the towers, there's a lot more to come. But you play these towers, and they give you certain prime parts for each tower. Some you have to wait longer, some you don't have to wait as long for, some takes more grinding, and some just come nice and easy. There's also several towers in here that you actually have to earn and make as well. The ones that you have to make are in the derelict defense. Well, derelict, well, that's the, oh my god, derelict defense. I made that one. Buy those keys from the market. So, you go right here in the market. Drone, there you go. That's how you buy basically all your keys. So, as I was saying earlier, only certain weapons can become prime. I'll show you guys here in the Coda weapon. This also applies to Warframe as well. See, look, this is your Paris, right? Regular default Paris bow. This is pretty cool. It's a good bow as well. Just Paris Prime. Now most people get confused on this when they do understand the game. For those who don't take this too seriously, but for those who do play the game quite a bit, people think you actually have to have the regular version of a gun to get the prime version of the gun, which is not true. A prime version and a regular version are two separate things. A regular version is something you can build through resources and materials. A prime version is something you have to farm in a derelict or the void. Most of the times it's void, but you still get things in the derelict as well. You can also look up where the parts would be on Google, and I'm pretty sure every part in Blueprint has 2 spots that you farm in per part. So that's also a bonus. Also, this is your navigation center. I didn't really specify at the beginning when I should have. But when you get the game, first get the game, all you start off with is one planet Earth. Then the more missions you do, the more missions you complete, the more planets you unlock. After Earth, you unlock Mercury. Then from Mercury, you unlock Venus and Mars. Now, this is your choice. If you work on Venus first, you unlock Jupiter. Then once you unlock Jupiter, later on I'm pretty sure you get Sedna from Jupiter. I'm not sure. I think I should get Europa from Jupiter, and if you do Mars, it gives you Saturn, and then later on you get Sedna from it. I can't remember the order of all the planets, but there's also several other planets. I think you got your whole solar system, and the only add-on planets are Sedna, Europa, Phobos, Ceres, Eurus. Those are your add-on planets. Now, the only reason why when I started out I had Void right away and I didn't understand what the Void was, but that's because my friend brought me into the Void when I was at a low level, so I got used to fighting high level enemies right from the bat. Well, from the get-go, I guess. You guys might not be used to, so you might not have Void yet. I don't know what goes on with Void. I don't know if you guys get that automatically. I just don't know, but I know when I had the game, I already had that planet unlocked, surprisingly, and I just didn't know why. Anyways, there are different segments that you get on different planets. When you beat a boss on each planet, you get a segment that unlocks a new planet that you're able to go and explore. Also, for the first couple planets, you unlock different segments. First your market segment, and you get your codex segment. Later on to your foundry segment, arsenal segment, and your modification segment. There's also a segment here for Kubro as well. But I haven't done that quest yet. I'm not very interested in the Kubro quest, but I'm not going to get into that. That's basically all of the basics. Now, I guess I can actually jump into the modifications. This is going to be where I end the video at later on. But there are 3 different ratings of modifications in this game. Bronze modifications, silver modifications, and gold modifications. Each one with a different rarity. Gold's the rarest, obviously. Silver would be second, and bronze would be the most common. Doesn't mean the silver is better than the bronze, and it doesn't mean gold's better than the silver. Doesn't even mean bronze is better than gold or gold better than bronze. It doesn't really matter. Each one has a different effect. So I go down here, for example, right to the end. Vitality. Oh wait, where's my vitality? Here it is. Vitality. You can store up to as many of these cards as you want. And if you look where there's little blue circles highlighted, as you can see, if I went to, first off, this vitality right here, you can see that you actually don't see those blue circles highlighted. And that means I haven't upgraded it yet. Now, when you upgrade, those circles are the amount of levels you can upgrade to. And if you look in the top right corner of the modification card itself, that shows you the power of the modification. And that little symbol beside it is the polarity. I didn't memorize names of polarities because that's not really important. But if you put a modification, oops, didn't meant to press that. My bad. If you put a modification with the same polarity on the card to like a weapon or a Warframe with the exact same polarity, it cuts it in half. So 4. Let's start off with a nice easy number. 4. With that polarity, if I were to put it into a slot with the exact same polarity, it would cut it in half and the power would be 2. But it would still deal the 10% critical chance, like it's supposed to. Thumper, dang, I got 90 thumpers. Yeah, dang, oh my god. Okay, I think I got like 100 or something. Yeah, 116 vacuums. They're very common, as you can see. But to upgrade these, I guess I can give an example. Alright, I'm gonna go over my vitality. This I need to upgrade anyways. You click on it and go over here to fusion. Then you can use any card you want to upgrade it, but the cards that you're gonna want to use, or the ones that are actually going to add a big effect on it, are the fusion core cards, which are these ones. I only have one left because I've been spending mine and spending and spending, because vitality and the regen card are two of the hardest cards to upgrade in this game, I think. So let's see if I have any more fusion cores anywhere. I probably don't, but yeah, I don't.
A new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
Shut up, Lotus. Anyways, that's basically how you upgrade a gun. Modification, my bad. Go into my arsenal now, and I look on my Warframe.
Excellent armaments, operator.
These are the modifications that I've done.
Covered in blood.
Shut up, or it is. Oh my god. I wish there was like a setting or a mission to kill him. He's really annoying, because it makes it hard for you guys to hear me. So yes, I'm in my Warframe's modifications. See where it says capacity at the top? Normally it only goes up to 30. But there are certain materials and catalysts in this game you can use and add it to your Warframes to actually give yourself a higher capacity for upgrading them. So I use an Aroken Reactor, which is a catalyst used to give you double the capacity of a Warframe. Since the default capacity you can have up to max is 30, when you double it you get 60. Plus, if you have this little special card right here, the Speed Holster, increase weapon holstering and unholstering weapons, plus 80% holstering rate, or a card, but it also has a 10 polarity plus. So, since I upgraded this up to a 5 power max, and I put it in this polarity, this one is like a little miniature catalyst. It gives me 10 extra capacity. Why? Because I put it in the ore slot with the same polarity in a gaming an extra 5 power, because 5 plus 5 is 10, or 5 times 2 is 10. Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of my introduction to Warframe video, I guess I could say. I exceeded 15 minutes last video and it cut my voice off last second. But this one I'm going to get through the modifications. I guess I'll explain a little bit more about the foundries section, and then I'm just going to end this video off. It's going to be a shorter, way shorter video than the last one. The last one has the bulk of the info in it. So go watch that one if you want. I mean, the outro isn't really, I guess it didn't even have an outro. I'm just gonna put it simple. It didn't really have an outro at all. So I guess that means I can add one in for that. But this one will. This is gonna be about 2 minutes long. So as I was saying in the last video, this speed holster gives me an extra 10 capacity on top of my 60, which gives you 70 capacity overall. See these little green colors on the polarity and the number? That means it's in half. This is actually a 9 power card. It's split in half to a 4.5. And 4.5 plus 4.5 is 9. But they rounded up to 5. But I mean, when you go up to a 5 or you go up to 0.5 or whatever, 0.5 or higher, you round it up like you know in math. You add it on, and they all have different effects, and then they add together to make you better.
Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
And orders can shut up. Alright, that's about it for modifications. Let's get into the foundry segment. Foundry. This is your building section. This is going to be your main section for your whole game. This is what's going to give you the best of the best weapons. See how I have some prime stuff here? These are things that I farmed for already. Or things that just dropped when I was playing in the void. Now these regular things like Oberon chassis, Oberon harness, Oberon wings, Rhino chassis, Rhino helmet, all of that. That is stuff you got from bosses. I got from bosses. You have to beat certain bosses in this game, and they'll drop certain things for Warframes. But if we're talking weapons here, let's go with, okay, let's look at the Soma for example. You need certain materials to build each weapon. You need a certain amount of salvage for this weapon, rubidio, morphics, and plastics. Each is found on a different planet. I mean, you can get up to 4 different materials per planet, and some planets give out the same materials. So, for example, if I wanted to find plastics, I would find them on Saturn, as you can see, that little symbol right there, the second to the middle, the second to the middle resource, that is plastics. Those are what drop on Saturn. Also, they also drop on Uranus as well, as you can see again. Now, if I went over here to Phobos, there they go. They drop again. And you see rubidio and morphics drop there as well. So that's 3 out of your 4 resources that you need for that weapon. Now, if I'm going back to the foundry, once you have all those resources, you then have to pay a total of 15,000 credits. Well, that's for this particular gun. For the Gridlock, it's 30,000. Some is 25, some is 20. It's all depends, and there's a waiting time. And as you can see, I have something in progress right now. I've been waiting for Frost for 3 days. Warframe takes 72 hours to build. You can rush them for 50 platinum, but I don't recommend rushing at all. It's a waste of time, and it's just a pain in the ass, and platinum is just so, it's just so crucial to have in this game. You just don't want to afford to use up all your platinum. I mean, unless you're using it in the right way, it's not a big deal, which I do. But if you're not, you just don't use it, because I mean, it's not going to benefit you. It's just going to make it worse and harder for you. So that's basically all I got to say. Maybe we can get a nice thumbnail here of Uranus. Yeah, we're just gonna end it off with that. It's a nice view of the planet. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 video parts. I'm sorry I didn't make an outro for the first part. I just wasn't paying attention to the time. I mean, this is showtime, but I mean, I should have known how long the video was already. But if you guys enjoyed, please comment down below. Just share the video with anyone, favorite, anything. It's gonna be all over Twitter. It's gonna be on Instagram. Yeah, I appreciate it a lot when you guys do that. My streams have been going as well as planned as well. So I highly appreciate that. I appreciate all your support. But this is MisterChunkah, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Keep it cool, everybody.